In the past few days, I've felt the strong need to share some information with everybody because the coronavirus has really ramped up, and I've realized that I have information that other people may really find useful. And that's because I've been battling viruses for a very long time. They are my arch nemesis, and that causes me to get really, really tired, really sick. I get sick easily, and I catch multiple things at once, and it just pulls me down as I catch more and more and more sicknesses. So over the years, I've collected different types of antiviral medicines or natural remedies or any of that stuff that would actually work against viruses, because pretty much there's no cure, there's no stopping viruses. You can't go to the doctor and get some magic fix for it. So I've had to scrounge around and find these things to try to fix myself. So there are different components that have played a large role in trying to get myself well and to a point where I can function as kind of a normal person in the world. I am not a medical doctor, and I am not giving you medical advice. I'm just telling you what has worked for me and what I've found to work for me over the years. Talk to your doctor before you start taking anything new, because you want to make sure that it doesn't interfere with anything you're already taking. So for everybody that knows me, you might have seen this pink purse bag with all these different pills in it over the years, and you may have always wondered, what is it that she is taking? What is in that bag? There's so many things. And I've always said, basically they're just vitamins. And they are. They're all just natural remedies, all vitamins. So I'm going to share with you what's in the pink bag, along with some other things that you can do to try to fight off viruses, because there is something you can do when you first start to feel just a little bit off. A little bit of a runny nose, a little bit of something where you feel like, oh, it's just an allergy. That's an immediate sign that you need to start ramping up your efforts. So for me, I have to take these things on a normal everyday basis. And then if I do catch something and get sick, then I have to add additional things into that and possibly ramp up some of what I'm already doing. So my antiviral regimen, when I start to feel just a little bit sick, is the following. So I'm already taking L-lysine and olive leaf extract and vitamin D and a little bit of zinc on a regular basis. Those are just regular everyday things that I take in order to prevent myself from getting more viruses. However, if I do catch something or I feel something coming on, then what I do is I start taking elderberry immediately. The other two things that are super, super important to take are to increase my intake of vitamin D and also start taking zinc on a regular basis. So instead of just taking it once a day, I take zinc lozenges, which are dissolvable tablets, about once every 3 hours. Okay, so vitamin D and zinc, those are the two kind of secret weapons to take together, because I also take vitamin C on a regular basis, and just taking vitamin C to fight off colds and viruses has never really worked for me until I started combining all these other things in there. I would just stay sick. Okay, a couple other things other than that. One is a new tea that I found. It's called Tulsi tea. Tulsi is actually a plant that's found in around India, according to the box, but also in Nepal. And I actually know people from Nepal, and they say that this plant is used for medicinal purposes in their country, and it is a plant that is pretty much revered by the people there. But I know that when I drink this tea, when I'm starting to get sick, I do start to improve. I also combine that with an echinacea tea as well. And that seems to help as well. So when I combine the Tulsi tea and the echinacea tea together, along with the olive leaf extract, the L-lysine, the vitamin D, and the zinc, all together, plus that elderberry, and if I get my hands on that special elderberry syrup, then I'm pretty much good to go, and I'm getting over sicknesses really quickly. With a respiratory illness or sickness, something that has a cough to it, or where you can feel it in your lungs, there's also a few essential oils that I use at night. You can use these during the day too, but at night it really helps to have eucalyptus oil and also lemongrass oil. So those two together, something special about it. It helps to relieve my respiratory symptoms. So it may be something for you to look into. I hope that you can take this knowledge and take what I've learned and look into it further and maybe find out if any of this will work for you, especially if it'll make you feel better about what's going on in the world right now, and viruses and how viruses work, and possibly how to keep yourself healthy.